Hey y'all, countryman. It's been 4 days since I started my pickles, and I think they're about done. I've been stealing a few every once in a while, but I want to show them to you. If you can see all the bubbles around the edge there, they're just percolating, just as could be. They've turned out real good, and I always hope you can see that. But just shake them a little bit, and they turn out real good. Now I'm gonna take off. I put a plastic bag on top with just a little bit of a rubber band on it, and I'm gonna take this off. My big old pickle I had on top. He done real good by holding everything down. We're gonna reach in here and grab us one. They're nice and hard on the outside. The inside is a little bit wiggly, but let's have a taste test. Pucker good. They taste like fermented pickles. They're not crunchy like you would any other time. You know, the ones like you get at the store, because I didn't put grape leaves in them. And the grape leaves or oak leaves has got the tannic acid in it. And let's get a big one out of there. That's about almost a ½ inch thick on one side, ½ inch on the other. They turned out real good. And they taste good. They got just a little bit of sour taste to them, and which I like it. Oh yeah, they turned out real good. And I put those cayenne peppers in there. They don't hit you till after you chew up your pickle and throw it and swallow it, and then your lips start burning. It turned out real good. I wish I could. I'm gonna show you down in the pickle jar. I got my great big pickle. I hope he gets out of the way. But those turned out really good. I got all my spices down in there. Big old things of chili right there in the center of the screen. I got one of those serrano chilies in there. And you can see the bubbles. And they're just fermenting away. Right down here at the bottom. Where are they at? Let's go this way. You got all the bubbles in there. And I really didn't form that much lactic acid on top, you know, the white scummy stuff. But I believe they turned out real good. Sorry for my bad camera work. But I think they turned out real good. And looking forward to it. I've just about got these done to the point that I can throw these in the fridge, and they floated up, but they were all under the brine. I've ate probably a cup of these already, and I'm going to say it's a success. Now, I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos. That's where I get all of my source of information from. And what I do, I'm sorry about that backlighting, guys. What I do is I watch my YouTube videos. I see what everybody else is doing, and I go and do my own thing. I put the onions in there. I put garlic powder. I was told if you put garlic cloves, it doesn't overpower it. I put garlic powder in here. It didn't overpower it to me. I buy garlic by the quart at a time. This here garlic right here will last me about a month, and I just bought 3 of them just to make sure that I had them in my preps. So I've got, I eat popcorn. I have I put garlic on everything. It lowers your blood pressure. It's good for your circulation, and I will say that it's one of the things that's kept me alive as long as I've been here, because I put garlic on everything. So this is my update on my pickles. I hope everybody enjoys it, and I think they turned out pretty good myself. And if I can do it, anybody can. Let me know what you think. Loaded with probiotics. They're good for you. The longer you let them ferment now, they're going to start getting sour. If you like a sour pickle, then go ahead and let them set longer. These has been right here on my little end table. If you put them in the fridge, the fermentation process will not do any good. It just won't ferment. But if you leave them on the counter, they'll continue to ferment. This is old school way, to the point where they, well, Christopher Columbus, one of the main things that he put on his ship was sauerkraut, because it didn't require refrigeration, it didn't require nothing, and it fermented on the way across the ocean. It's sauerkraut and stuff like that is very high in vitamin C. I don't know if the cucumbers have vitamin C in them or not, but they are loaded with the probiotics, and they will help your digestive system. We'll leave it at that. They are really good stuff. And I bought that 40-pound box of cucumbers over there. I give some away. I've brined these up, and I am going to probably this afternoon take the rest of those big cucumbers. I'm going to cut the ends off. I'm going to quarter them into spears, and I'm going to drop them off in a 5-gallon bucket with my salt water, the rest of my pickling spice, and just let them ferment. They'll probably take a month or so, but that's what I'm going to be doing. And I got a good deal on those. I'm hoping a little bit later on to get a bunch of tomatoes. Water bathing tomatoes. Everybody's done that and knows how to do it, but I'll probably do a video on it because I've never done one, and see how that does. And what I do when that happens, I've got my bucket garden on the porch. As soon as I get a camera, I'll go out there and get you updated on that. I've got serrano chilies out there and jalapenos. The jalapenos are just full of blooms. And what I do is I boil my jalapeno peppers, and then I take off the outside skin, and I'll drop that down in a whole jalapeno after I boil it a little bit and remove the skin. I'll drop that down in with my tomatoes. I'll go ahead and water bath it. And you put that on the shelf, and come this fall, this winter, 18 inches of snow like last winter, and you pop a top on that, you throw it in the blender, add a few onions with it, and you got the best sausage you ever had in your life, and it takes you every bit of about a minute and a half to make it. So that's what I'm doing on Saturday morning. God bless. Just remember, if I can do it, anybody can. Countryman out for now. Hey, y'all countrymen. Wanted to make sure and thank you for stopping by. I want you to go check out my new website. It's countryman.net, and go over and like our Facebook page. It's countryman.net on Facebook, and I'll leave a link to one of our sponsors. It's Clifton Web Technologies. Trying to move up in the world, do a little bit of extra stuff. Go over to the website countryman.net and check us out. If I can do it, anybody can.